So I don't think a lot of people talk about this much, but I think hiking is probably one of the best activities when it comes to health and also for mental health. Well, I'm here at Belle Plaine State Park here in Woodbine, New Jersey. And honestly, it's a nice, beautiful day here. Nice and warm, it's sunny. Actually, it's now spring, but in the afternoon, it's supposed to warm up between 70 to 75. So it's now becoming summer a little bit. Alright, I think the spot's good. Now, here's the thing about hiking. In general, it's good for your physical, when it comes to muscle building, stamina, and also for mental health. So clear out, enjoying nature. It also breathes and makes you more calm and feeling you're in like a safe space in general, or you're in an isolated area where there's no distractions and it is calming. And here's the thing, if you ever feel like you want to go hiking for a first timer, here's several things you should know in general about hiking as a first timer. One in general is about where is your first stop, and also is it easy, is it trail bumpy, is it only flat? These are the information you should know about right before you go hiking in general. And if you're just a beginner, I would stay on easy trails or any flats in general. So I would also recommend downloading two different apps as now, for I know, and this is my opinion. I recommend using Auxjack, which is probably the best app to use. And by the way, this is not sponsored or anything. I'm just gonna, in my general opinion, are the best apps to use for hiking or biking or going to trails. So Auxjack is one of them, and also Gaia. So those are the only two apps I know so far about hiking in general. But Auxjack is by far the most superior app when it comes to hiking. The other point is timing. In my general opinion, I would say getting up early morning around 5:30 or 6, depending on where you're going in general, because most parks and state forests are open around between 8 a.m. or 8:30. And I was best to get here early. That way you can get fun parking and also good exercise. And also, if you're here early, you might get a beautiful sunrise, or you might find some creatures inside here at this forest. The other thing you to know about is the proper attire and also the current. For starters, boots. Always wear boots when going on trails. Now, when the first time I did hiking, I wear sneakers, and unfortunately I got a lot of mud and some other debris that I felt like disgusting on my shoes, but also disgusting on my socks. The other part is wearing pants, proper, especially if it's cold, or anything in general. But how you doing? How's it going? User? What else? Of course, the other part of hiking that I love is meeting or interacting with people. Like you just saw the father and the kid. Very nice. I mean, just say hi in general. Be courteous. And that's another thing I want to talk about is being courteous to when going on hiking trails. Just say hi, or if you're going different paths, make sure people are going to space, or were they trying to stand by. But there are all paths where you can stand by and make sure people are going through. Always, you'll be cluttered, and also it's going to be a struggle for people for going your direction, but also the opposite direction. The other important part is making sure is you have a first aid kit in case you get cut, bruises. Also, if you get stung by a bee, which I'm allergic to, grab an EpiPen, anything in general to make sure you are healthy, and also you won't get cut or anything in general. Now, here's the other fun part. So, I'm a photographer and a videographer, and nature has quite a lot of great sceneries. Take this photo example, and I put it raw. Now, it's honestly might be dark or dimmy because I just got here around between 9:30, even though it might be sunrise and spring. and it would start cloudy in the morning. But after a few adjustments in Lightroom and the Photoshop, you got a beautiful image. Now, if you're a videographer, now I would say practice. This is good practice to look at sea logs or Nikon in general. Just think of this way. It's all. Take this example of this bridge I took this morning. Well, it's like, oh my god, there's no colors. It's all desaturated. It's all white. Now, after a few practices, and either you can use presets like LUT from your favorite content creator, and also from your own experience or your own preset. After a few adjustments of color correction, color grading, you will have a perfect, beautiful video. Sorry, there is a view there, so I'm gonna keep walking. And also, it's near about like 10:30, and I need to get somewhere later in the afternoon. So let's keep walking. Hello, fishies. Another thing about you should be aware of hiking is like, hold on, give me 1 sec. Here we go. Obstacles. So obviously you will see some like tree trunks like the one before you just saw, branches, maybe some river away. Just be very careful. Even you might slip. Just again, be careful. And it includes like a bridge up ahead, like so. Again, just be careful of your surroundings and your general areas. Now, here's a good example of which paths or color-coded paths to go. Now, on the white path or the white trail, that is where I'm supposed to go, and following the maps on all of the maps I was given at the information center or all trails or one of the hiking apps. And you can see the pink trail, that's the other path, but also for bikers and other trails to go on. So to make sure I'm staying safe, I'd stay on the white trail. If you want to go on, if you go on a different path, go to the pink trail. And one thing I love about hiking, it just shows it directly in case you are lost or anything in general. It just shows like a little guide, making sure you are safe, knowing where you're going. And if you're lost, you see Ultrasound, Gaia, or the map that the information center has given you or provided. Now, the other important part of when going hiking for the first time is making sure you go to the bathroom first, because obviously there's some porta potties that go at either the information center or the parking spots. But if there's, like say somebody you're like halfway through of the trail and there's like no bathrooms and you really have to go, well, unfortunately there's no porta potties, and you can either like do what you need to do in the woods. I've done it before. It's a little bit embarrassing, but after a few times of like you feel comfortable doing it in the bathroom, like in the forest or woods, you feel like you're feeling like really outdoorsy. Now I want to go back to what Craig about like photographing or taking videos of nature. Like take this whole tree branch and trees for example. I might stop this because it looks pretty cool. It may awesome. Some people say, it looks boring, but it doesn't matter. Just like take a photo like I'm doing right now. If I like to do this, and a few more. There we go. Even if it's something like so dumb or niche or looks bland, or you find or something else, it's everyone's niche or interest. Anything in general that people like to photograph. Ah, yes. The road. Now, here's an easy question. What do we do if we see a road for crossing? Look both ways. We look to the left first, clear, and then look to the right. left again, and then we walk forward. So if you see a road, always look both ways before crossing. Here's an example of a giant puddle and mud, and of course the easy way is just go around it. Now even though my boots might get wet, this is fine, I don't mind at all. See, this is what I said before. Don't wear sneakers at all when it comes to hiking. Wearing boots makes it easy to walk around mud and paths. Like, oh shit, okay. So we have another dilemma up ahead. There's a whole trail of water up ahead, like a huge pond of water. So this should be fun. Let's do this. Okay, I'm already getting wet. So, yep, I enjoy this. Yep, this is great. I'm not gonna. Oh, okay, it's all like halfway through my butt, so it's fine. It's fine. Just keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Okay, so change of plans. It's a little bit deep and I don't want to get a little too wet, so we can go off the trails just a little bit since there's off-roading there. Even though you're not supposed to go off-roading off the trails, but if you look very close on the map, it goes directly where you're supposed to go. So let's move forward. And just be careful of poison ivy, anything in general, and you should be fine. Yep. Yeah. Alright, so now we're on the off-road and we continue the hike. So that's another one thing about like hiking in general. If you see like if it's too deep of water, of I'd say it's like ankle high of the water, go back. You can either like go back to the trail, go off-roading even though it's, you're not supposed to, but this is like the safest option. Or you can turn around, call it a day, and that's it. Oh well. But the way we're going now should be fine. It's just a straight path and should be good. Now, I don't know if you can see up ahead, but just over there, right across from us, is a giant pond. And if we were to keep walking down over that way, we probably might see the lake come all up. And that's one other thing about hiking. They're seeing great lake views, ponds. No matter what, it's gonna be either okay or beautiful depending on the season and also the lighting, which is the point. Lighting is important. So let's keep walking down and see if we can get a great view. Okay, so just the giant lake. So I don't know if there's a way we can see it better from the trees, but I hope we can go a little further out. That way we can stop by, take a little break, and just admire the view of the lake that will be in front of us. Oh, here's a spot we can stop by and view the lake. Let's stop by and see. Oh, wow. Even though the spot's not great, but wow. That looks beautiful. See if we can get the other spot real quick. Oh. Name carvings. Romantic but cliche, but I love it. Here we are. Alright, so let's just take a break a little bit and admire the view. Alright, that's a nice break. Time to continue the hike. So I know we just stopped by a lake just like 5 minutes ago, but over here I just saw like a bench, and here's a bench for a nice
view, which should have been great for like 10-15 minutes ago, but it is. But oh, look at that! Someone with love. Aww. And love always wins. But let's take another break and mind the view. Just get some comfortable. There we are. Now I'm gonna take off the screen for a bit. So it's obviously it's very important to take breaks, whether you've been walking for an hour or so. I mean, if you keep on walking the hiking trails, it feels like time passes by really, really quick. And again, it's always important to take breaks, drink some water, eat a snack like a protein bar, trail mix, anything in general. Just make sure you are hydrated, healthy, and make sure you are not feel nauseated or anything in general. But I want to talk about real quick about safety. Obviously, safety is the most important part of what comes to hiking. I mean, you can bring your friends one, or you can go hiking, solo hiking, which I always done, or we can go on group tours of hiking. But in general, if you are about to go hiking, just beware your surroundings. Make sure there are, in general, see any bears or any animals like foxes, just stay away from them. Even though they look cute and friendly, just stay away from them. You don't need to go near them. They're just minding their business. You're minding your own business. That's it. And if you feel, and also if you are in a definite emergency, like you sprain an ankle or broken bone, call 911 or call the info center real quick. Tell them that you broken a bone or feel like you're sick. They'll send someone over, like a helicopter or in general, just to rush you back to hospital, and you'll feel safe. And I think that's mostly covered so far, but let's just take at least a 5-minute break. And I think I'm like halfway done, I believe. Yeah, I'm like halfway through the trails, and I should be done by around like 12:30 and call it a day. Also, I just want to point out something real quick. If you all want to bring your drone to any forest or hiking trails, I would check the website and also some apps and see if you can fly a drone. Because here at Belle Plaine State Forest, it's a New Jersey property owned area, and there's no drones allowed in this area because there's a lot of bird migration here. It's for safety and animal reasons, so check before you want to fly a drone or anything else. Like, you can check on the Pilot Institute website to make sure if your state forest allows you to fly a drone or not. Just always double check before coming here, and just don't waste your time here. Just don't waste your time bringing a drone. But other than that, yeah, that should be covered. Also, if you have it doesn't. And plus, one thing, it doesn't matter if you have a 107 pilot license or a recreational. Those rules don't apply. So you just need to follow the regulations and rules here, and just have fun. place on the map I'm on. I'm about like almost about 3/4 away from where I'm parked at, so should be good. You know, although today's been a nice day for hiking. I mean, sure, there's some bees that I spawn upon, but overall, it's just been a nice day. It was cool in the morning, but now it's warming up. But now it's cooling down again. And you can tell from my breath that I am almost out of breath. Even though I didn't run, but I am just having a fun time. And ooh, another bridge up ahead. But I'm just having a fun time. Keeping my pace, slowing down, enjoying nature, breathing in, and just enjoying the atmosphere. Okay, so I just finally got on a trail, and as you can see me, there's a great lake behind me with a great spectacular view. Like, that is gorgeous. So now that I completed the trail, and it only took me about like 3 hours, even though the trail said 2 hours, I kind of stopped for, you know, for some photos, some video. And now I'm gonna head back to the car and take another break. And here's my overall thoughts about the hiking for people who want to get into it. So give me about 2 minutes. Alright, nice and comfy. So this is my general thoughts about hiking. Hiking may or may not be suitable for everyone. Yes, it's good for exercising and good for physical and mental health. No, I'm not the everyone because scared because of the wildlife such as bears, wildcats, and so forth. But again, it's not meant to for everyone, but it's still enjoyable. Overall, I have a fun time today. Right now, I can feel some blisters on my toes, and I'm gonna have some fun time popping them. But I think I'm gonna head home now. Get a shower, and just enjoy my rest of my day. And also I'll edit some photos later on today, and maybe tomorrow. So hope you have a nice day. Now I need to get home. Also, here's a moment of zen.